Our youngest daughter looks just like me. Since the day she was born, people have been pointing this out to the both of us. When she was little, people would say if she ever got lost, they would know exactly who to bring her to. The comparisons continue to this day, and we have a lot of fun with it. John said in 1 John 4:13, we know that we live in Him and He in us because He has given us His Spirit. As believers, we don't look like God, but as we come to know God through His Son Jesus Christ, we know that we live in Him and He in us because we have His Spirit in us. I don't know how God does this, but God lives in us through His Spirit. What does that mean for us? Because God lives in us, He is producing His own character traits in our lives. Those traits of righteousness, holiness, love, and mercy. Believers are being conformed more and more into the image of Jesus Christ. John goes on to say in verse 15, if anyone acknowledges that Jesus is the Son of God, God lives in him and he in God. This still doesn't tell us how God does this, but it does tell us when He does it. When we acknowledge Jesus as the Son of God and believe in Him for salvation, God comes to live in us. My prayer is for anyone watching today who has not acknowledged God in this way. I invite you to do so. When this happens, you can know that you live in God and that God lives in you because He will give you His Spirit. Change begins in you.
The Change Begins in You is brought to you in part by Piggly Wiggly of Collinsville, Patrick Allen Companies, Mitchell Tire and Wrecker in Collinsville, and Mowdy Cabinetry.